Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and who rule well. Peace, love, salutation, and mercy be unto you, Akim, and few Aquathium that subscribe unto this truth. Are believing in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai with your whole heart, mind, body, and soul. Are waiting for these last and final prophecies to play out in the earth. Such as the implementation of the mark of the beast and the return of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, who's coming fast. Esau is setting the stage. He's setting the stage to make the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, mandatory throughout the world, which he's doing it gradually. He's doing it in steps. See, this devil is wise. He's a cunning serpent. And he understands that he can't just come out there and just shove this thing down your throat. But what he has to do is tighten the screws, which is an idiom, or an analogy, which means to put the pressure on you, to tighten you up, as Jake would say, I'm about to tighten you up. That's what this devil is doing. And what he did was he took away your special privileges, that was granted unto you, the freedoms and the so-called liberties that were granted unto you through his privileges. He took those things away. And he got you in a desperate state of wanting things to return back to what you considered the normal. Which you're going to submit yourselves to him, by way of putting yourselves in slavery under him. Putting yourselves in bondage. Which he's starting to do it through this Maxine. Basically saying that, those that receive a double dose, that they'll be able to get certain privileges or certain rights back, that other people that refuse it won't be able to have. Which this devil, will eventually get to the point where, he's gonna, speak as a dragon. He's gonna come down with those draconian measures. But as of now, he could just say, if you refuse to get this vaccine, we can't force you to take it. But we will have to, detain you, and keep you somewhere so that we can keep everyone else safe, from you, as well as your family, if your family refuse it. Because there are going to be detention centers, FEMA camps and things of such that are set up for those that are considered, what can you say, de facto, someone that refuses, to comply with the orders, that are going to go out when Esau tightens the screws. We see a glimpse of what's going to happen, over in the land of Israel, with their G-Pass, and I'm saying it that way, to pretty much speak in code. But those that are sharp and have their eyes open, you would understand exactly what I'm speaking about. Now, there's a particular video from the Telegraph, which I'm not going to play the actual visual. I'll just play the audio and I'll put a still, in this video. And did this woman say, what I think she said? You let me know in the description box, what you think concerning this, because she mentioned, they open back up the YMCA of Israel, so that people can come there, work out, go swimming, which this is one of the special privileges that people that receive 2 of the vaccines or the second dose, will be able to enjoy over other people that have not received any doses at all. They'll be able to have certain rights and privileges, that others won't be able to enjoy. For 6 months. And then I guess after 6 months, you have to go and get another one, or they'll put some other policy in place. And we understand that the policy that's coming, through Esau, is going to be the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Which this lady mentioned something concerning the chip. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to go ahead and play this, and you let me know.
How does it feel to get the gym open and people are inside and having fun again?
We are so excited that we were able to reopen our sports center yesterday. The truth is we weren't sure if anybody would come, But in the morning, most of our clientele are I would say 50 plus, and everybody came back, and the classes were crowded.
And what about the process of using the pass? Did most people come with the pass ready?
They did. Everyone knew in advance. I think the Israeli media explained it to people pretty well beforehand, and people arrived at our reception with a green passport, and it has a barcode so we can read it and make sure that it actually is what it says it is. And they also had an ID card so we could see that it was actually them. And once they are our members and we saw they had a green passport, we could then put it on their chip so we know in the future that they have been vaccinated and they're okay to go.
So
Them. And once they are our members and we saw they had a green passport, we could then put it on their chip so we know in the future that they have been vaccinated and they're okay to go. Actually them. And once they are our members and we saw they had a green passport, we could then put it on their chip so we know in the future that they have been vaccinated and they're okay to go.
So
Them. And once they are our members and we saw they had a green passport, we could then put it on their chip so we know in the future that they have been vaccinated and they're okay to go.
So what I did was I looked, to see if why the YMCA, had a special chip, that they, use for their members, in regards to like a badge or, and I couldn't find, anything of the like. All right, I couldn't find anything, So, I'm just going to take this as if, she understands that they're going to eventually, make it mandatory for people to receive, an RFID chip, and this is something that's going to happen globally. All right, it's something that's going to happen worldwide. It's not going to be something that just, happens within the land of Israel. It's not going to be just something that happens within America. All right, this is something that's going to be implemented worldwide. So this devil is about to tighten the screws worldwide. All right, Revelations 3:10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep, thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And the word for world, when you go into the Greek, is oikomene, and it says the inhabited earth are the portion of the earth inhabited by, and it says, well, let's just deal with this definition. It says the inhabitants of the earth, all right, men, all right, the world. So this is going to come upon all of the people, all right, that are living upon the planet Earth, all right, to try them. All right, it's going to happen, and it is happening, and it's happening gradually. All right, see, this devil is getting you used to, all right, these things that are being presented unto you. All right, he's not just shoving it down your throat all at once. All right, but he's doing it in steps. He's doing it in measures, so that when the time comes, when he do implement this chip, all right, people will willingly accept it. All right, because they're going to want to go back to normal. They're going to want to go back to being able to go to the gym, go to the coffee shop, to be able to go to a restaurant and sit in and dine in, all right, without cutting a hole within their face mask. All right, they're going to be want to be able to go out in public, and not have a curfew, or not worried about being detained. All right, see, the elites have gotten you used to this. All right, which I don't see the vaccine being the mark of the beast. All right, but it's leading up to it. All right, because one thing you can't do with that vaccine after you receive one or two doses is pay with something by way of your hand, or by way of your forehead. All right, Esau is going to eventually put something inside of you, all right, where you're able to pay with your right hand or your left hand or with your forehead by it being scanned. All right, so eventually people are going to receive chips. All right, and there was an article, all right, that mentioned, because right now you're seeing the boom within cryptocurrency. All right, and eventually, they're going to implement something that's likened to that particular digital currency. All right. And there was an article back from 2018, and it's from computerweekly.com, and it says cash in hand. This cryptocurrency body implant will secure your cyber cash stash. All right. You're seeing the boom within cryptocurrency. All right, digital currency. All right, but what you would need in order to keep that cryptocurrency safe is a currency wallet or digital wallet. All right. It says, however, our Danish firm BioChip just announced that its human microchip implant, which is an RFID chip, will make sure your crypto cash is always close at hand by storing it literally inside your hand. All right, these implantable rice grain size RFID NFC chips are nothing new. They've been a popular party trick at tech conferences for a number of years now, letting wannabe body modders exchange digital business cards in hotel room doors, open hotel room doors, make payments, and even use public transportation. Wave and pay. Sweden is one country where body modding has gathered a strong momentum. Since 2017, travelers with state-owned rail operators SJ have been able to use RFID hand implants instead of paper tickets. In collaboration with Swedish firm Biohacks, U.S. vending machine company Three Square Market began offering implants to its staff last year. The RFID implant enabled workers to open doors, log into computers, use photocopiers, and naturally, and they say naturally, it's not naturally, pay at the company's vending machine. All right, a popular move with staff, but one that garnered international condemnation from policy activists and even religious groups. All right, which there are actually laws that are out there that prohibit, a particular, company or companies in general, from mandatory making their employees receive microchips. All right, so they won't mandatorily make you, receive them. But if they tighten the screws, all right, by way of taking away certain privileges, all right, and taking away certain of your rights and not allowing you to do certain things, all right, people will willingly, all right, submit and bend to their whim. All right, they will break the people by way of breaking their will. All right, and stopping them from being able to do the things that they, so leisurely was able to enjoy. All right, certain freedoms or certain privileges. All right, people will willingly accept, all right, what's coming down the pike. And that's what we're seeing within Israel. All right, so the time is coming, and that time is now, where Revelation 13 and 16 will be implemented. All right, Revelation 13 and 16, and he caused both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. And that mark being the RFID chip, which is the charagma in the Greek, or the thing inserted. So that thing eventually that's going to be inserted, all right, is going to be a chip the size of a grain of rice. All right, and other things that they would like to put inside of your mind, all right, such as computer brain interfaces, all right, meshes, all right, that sits on your brain and gives your brain commands or send commands from your brain. All right, they'll be able to put things inside of your mind, such as overlays, all right, where you can see information through your cornea. All right, you can look at somebody, you can know things about them, all right, without ever having to personally walk up into that person and introduce yourself. All right, things will be accessible, such as being able to have vision if you were blind, all right, being able to walk again, being able to talk again, all right, which those things are miracles that will deceive the people that are not in the know, or the people that are not numbered amongst the elect. All right, but the elect understand what the hell is going on. All right, this devil is trying to take control, over the population and make himself seem as if he's the Messiah. All right, as if he's the savior, which he's trying to save you through his witchcraft, his sorcery, and his science. All right, but this system, all right, is going to crumble. All right, he's not going to fulfill his desires, all right, which is to expand his rulership and to give it more length. All right, as soon as he do this thing, all right, this is when he falls. Revelations 20 and 13 and 17, Salakia. Revelation 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. See, in Israel right now, all right, you can't enjoy certain privileges unless you receive that second dose, all right, which of the vaccine, all right, which that's just a precursor to how, all right, this system is going to work that's rolled out. All right, if you want visuals of how this will work, you can go and look at, Black Mirror. All right, you can go and look at, you can Google China's social credit system. All right, where people receive points and things of that nature. All right, you can look at tons of different movies, all right, just to get a visual. All right, since we think in pictures of how this will work. All right, Esau is getting ready to do this for sure. All right, it's a part of prophecy. But in the event that he does this, this is when he goes down, man. All right, his desire is to increase his time to rule upon the planet Earth. All right, but your time is over. It's a wrap for you. The book of Job, the 20th chapter, verse 20, it says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. All right, he shall not save of that which he desire. All right, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right, when he's about to fill his belly, all right, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of his body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his galls. Terrors are upon him. So this is speaking of thermonuclear destruction. All right, when the elites are about to, establish their new world order, all right, the Most High Heavenly Father is going to stop their enterprise. He's going to stop their plans. All right. So with that, I truly hope that this lesson was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh by Shema Shai. Until the next time, Shalom.